Welcome to Voc Rehab Bootcamp. I'm Nick the Vet. Today we're going to talk about GI Bill versus Voc Rehab, or GI Bill with Voc Rehab. Either way. If you go into your meeting with your vocational rehabilitation counselor and they say you are denied because you already have GI Bill left, they're lying. You can say, I don't care that I have GI Bill left, I want to use Voc Rehab. If your counselor says you can't have Voc Rehab because you have to use all your GI Bill first, that's a lie. You say, I don't want to use my GI Bill, I want Voc Rehab. Don't let them trick you into using GI Bill before Voc Rehab. Now, if you want to, you can. Here are the benefits. If you have some, I don't want to say crazy, but if you have some interesting ideas as to what you want to take in school or what kind of classes you want to take, hey, I want to learn how to boil eggs. I want to be a professional egg boiler, whatever. I want to learn how to make Easter eggs. I want to learn how to put eyelash extensions on. I want to learn how to file somebody's toenails. Whatevs, use your GI Bill for that. But if you want to do something like that with Voc Rehab, yeah, that's not going to happen, because you've got to have a career path, a degree path that leads to a career. So if you have some interesting ideas as to what you want to take, use GI Bill for that. But don't use all of it. Save some for Voc Rehab. But if you're talking about just going to school to get an education, to get a job, Voc Rehab is your thing. Now, the reason you want to have a little bit of GI Bill left when you go get Voc Rehab is because while you're in school or while you're going through the program, you get either a stipend or BAH. And we all know BAH is better than a stipend, especially if you have a spouse and kids and live in a state like New York or California. If you have a little bit of GI Bill left, then when you go through Voc Rehab, you're going to get BAH. If you don't have any GI Bill left, you're going to get a stipend. And the stipend is the same for everybody. Single, I believe, is $600. Single with a kid or with a spouse, I believe, is $783, and it goes up from there, but not much. But if you have BAH, it starts at like $1,400 and goes up to over $4,000, depending on where you live and how many kids you have. So obviously, if you have a little bit of GI Bill left while you're going through Voc Rehab, that's the best thing. So the bottom line is, it depends on what you want. But if you don't want some kind of, what's a nice way to say it? If you don't want some kind of fun-filled, frivolous degree, then use Voc Rehab. Save your GI Bill, okay? Because you can go through Voc Rehab and then use GI Bill later. One other thing I want to say. There are some people out there who are saying that you should always save your GI Bill for after Voc Rehab, because if you get a degree first and then try to go to Voc Rehab, they're not going to approve you. Not true. I had 3 degrees when I got approved for Voc Rehab. So you do what you want to do. Just understand what the parameters of your decision, what it entails. If you want to use your GI Bill to take a class in water polo, knock yourself out. Save a little bit of GI Bill so when you go take Voc Rehab, you get BAH. Make sense? Any questions? Email me. I am nickthevet@gmail.com. Other than that, it really depends on what you want. There is no right or wrong answer. The only thing I can tell you definitively is don't let them tell you that you have to use up all your GI Bill before you can use Voc Rehab. Just not true. Okay? That being said, if you have any questions when that comes up, email me first before you make the decision. Do not let them pressure you into making a decision about whether or not you're going to use GI Bill or Voc Rehab if you don't understand it. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'm Nick the Vet.